Hello, students! In this lesson, you're going to learn how to conjugate AR, ER, and IR regular verbs in the present tense. The way to group verbs in Spanish is by their ending. If the ending of a verb is AR, then it belongs to the AR category. In this table, I have grouped samples of AR verbs in the first column. When the verbs end in ER, it's an ER verb. In the second column, you can see samples of ER verbs. Notice that in the last column, all verbs end in IR. Therefore, they belong to the IR category. Let's conjugate AR regular verbs in the present tense. AR verbs are the most common verbs in Spanish. In this example, I'm using the verb hablar. The way I conjugated hablar is by removing the AR suffix, replacing it with the corresponding endings that I got from my second table over here. The ending O stands for I. Hablo, I talk. The ending AS stands for you. Hablas, you talk. The ending A stands for the third person, he, she, or usted talk. The ending amos represent the we form, hablamos, we talk. The ending Is represent the vosotros form, habláis, you all talk. And the ending AN represent the third person plural, the they form, hablan, they talk, or you all talk, which is the ustedes form. This is how you conjugate AR verbs in the present tense. ER verbs are conjugated the same way as AR verbs. Only for ER verb, one must use ER endings. In table number 2, you can see the ER endings. ER and AR endings are similar. The difference is that ER verbs use the letter E and AR verb use the letter A in their endings. In table number 1, the verb correr has been conjugated with the appropriate endings. Corro, I run. Corres, you run. Corre he, she, or usted run. Corremos, we run. Corréis, you all run. And corren, they run. And this is how you conjugate an ER verb. Finally, the IR verbs. Here are the IR verbs endings, and the verb escribir has been conjugated as an example. Escribo, I write. Escribes, you write. Escribe, he writes, she writes, or usted write. Escribimos, we write. Escribís, you all write. And escriben, they write, or you all write. Now, students, let's practice what we just learned. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate forms of the verbs in parentheses. Remember, you need to match the subject of the sentence with the correct endings from the tables above. After you are done, translate the completed sentences to English. Hope you learned plenty. See you in the classroom.